And welcome to the William Barron Show.
She's got me nervous, talking 100 miles an hour. She's more than worth it. I swear she smells just like a flower.
Today's show is brought to you by Date 700, the number 700.com. It's a dating website, and like many of there are many dating websites. I've used some of them. This one seems particularly pretty awesome. What they do is they stress how important financial responsibility is within a marriage, within a relationship, especially a marriage. And I can attest to that completely. I'm divorced. Financial stress definitely played a huge, if not all, the part in our marriage ending. But lucky for you, Date 700, the number 700.com, can help you kind of guide your way through all of the things that you need to know on how to make a long-lasting relationship. Right now, they are taking you can sign up, and they have a waiting list, so you're going to have to wait. But what they will have is they'll have a questionnaire, and when they ask you how you heard about them, tell them that we sent you. Tell them that the William Barron Show sent you. That way they know that people are listening. That's how it works, folks. That's how it works. Welcome to the show. Speaking of the ex, had a very interesting week with her. But before I get to that, let me stress the sponsors, man. I love them. They make the show work. I cannot stress to anybody how grateful I am to the people that make this show possible, that make what I do possible. I love my job. I love this job. It's incredible to be able to talk about stuff. Very therapeutic for me. So definitely support our sponsors. It's amazing. But what's not amazing is I just had a really awkward week with the ex. I started a new job, so we were kind of trying to figure out scheduling on with the kids. And those of you that don't know, I have a little girl and a little boy. And so we were working on the scheduling, and me and her family have been on the outs ever since we split up. It was one of those things like, apparently, like all this hatred for me was there the whole time, and I was just oblivious, or maybe I didn't care. I'm pretty sure it was a second, because these people, like, I could not care less what they think of me. The only thing that really bothers me is that it does affect my kids, and I've always kind of been very civil with the way that I approach them, and I always have. And now I'm kind of in a position where I don't really have to do that. So me and the ex were trying to figure out our schedule with the kids, and one thing didn't go her way with figuring that out. And then all of a sudden started attacking me, like saying the horrible, hateful shit, like, it doesn't matter, in a month you're going to get fired, just, you're a piece of crap, I hope you enjoy driving your mommy's car around, which I guess she didn't know the whole situation, so I could see how she would jump to that conclusion. Basically what happened was I was leasing a car, and my parents, they were getting rid of a car, and it was much more affordable to me, so I let the car that I had go, and then I took on this new car. So she's saying shit like, I hope you like driving around mommy and daddy's car, which is almost ironical because it couldn't have been more than a year ago, maybe a little bit more. Her boyfriend had wrapped her old car around a telephone pole, and her parents had to buy her a brand new car. So theoretically, she's driving around in mommy's car. I mean, so she just starts saying out all this just hateful shit. And it's like, what the hell? What have I been doing trying to be civil with you when, it really speaks to just how angry people can be. And I mean, everybody in her circle is like that. I mean, the reasoning that she gave everybody for our split up is completely untrue, and they just all kind of roll with it. I mean, it was amazing just watching everybody kind of like turn into these animals, and like they finally had something to put their aggression and anger towards, and they chose me, which, you know, I guess whatever. At least I'm not stuck in an unhappy marriage or, you know, just being a horrible person altogether. So I could see how they would hate it. And the funny thing is that they all claim that they're like these huge Christian people, and they, you know, follow the word of God, and, you know, da-da-da, which, again, is ironical. Everything about that family is ironical. They say one thing, and they do another, and they do one thing, and then they say another, and it's just like, I've been beating my head against the wall for the past 2-3 years since we split up, trying to figure out, okay, wait a minute, what's going on here? I'm not the one that got kicked out of a club for having sex on the dance floor. I'm not the one who wrapped a car around a telephone pole. I'm not the one who was lying to everybody. So I don't, just really pissed me off. Really set the tone for starting a new job. But thank God, my job, I love it. Hopefully I'll be able to have one of the cats that I work with on the show. Really interesting guy, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, the job kept my mind off of it for a little bit, and it's unbelievable to me. But anyway, again, visit our sponsors. We've got some really cool changes coming up. Because of our sponsors, we are able to kind of work with other producers on the show, and we're going to try and kind of try some things out that you might not have been used to on the show before. So that's coming up in the coming weeks, and it's going to be really exciting, and I can't wait to hear if anybody likes the changes, doesn't like the changes, but I'm certainly excited about it. It's all because of our sponsors, so make sure to go see them. Speaking of sponsors, we're going to go ahead and take a break, and we will be right back. Thank you guys for listening to The William Barron Show.
I got a river for a soul, and baby, you're a boat. Baby, you're my only reason. If I didn't have you, there would be nothing left. The shell of a man that can...
Ladies and gentlemen, we want you to check out DonorBox.org. DonorBox helps your organization quickly embed an optimized, recurring donation form on your website. Over 7,000 nonprofit organizations use DonorBox fundraising software. They include charities, schools, churches, political campaigns, and medical research. Make sure to go check them out, DonorBox.org. Ladies and gentlemen, check out SitaraCollections.com, SITARA. They are a jewelry company making affordable, fashionable jewelry that uses semi-precious gemstones. They've got everything for healing the mind, body, and soul. Since 2007, Sitara Collections has collaborated with talented artisans to create beautiful, handcrafted products using semi-precious gemstones and natural materials. That's what's up. Go to SitaraCollections.com.
You've never seen it look so easy. I got a river for a soul, and baby, you're a boat. Baby, you're my only reason. If I didn't have you, there would be nothing left.
And welcome back to the William Barron Show. Again, we are brought to you by Date700.com. They stress the inevitable problems that you could possibly have in a relationship, in a marriage, of financial responsibility and how to work through it. The number 700.com. Check it out. They'll have a questionnaire there. Make sure to fill it out that the William Barron Show sent you, and we would appreciate that just because that way they know that you're coming from. Check it out. New segment right now. New news coming at you right now. New news. And this is the new segment that we're going to be working with some really awesome producers coming up, but right now it's just me. So here's where we are going to rattle off some news stories, and I give my take. We'd love to hear yours. Find us at thewilliambarronshow.com and shout us out.
A ski lift in Georgia malfunctions, injuring many.
This one I saw on Facebook. It's like this ski lift is not designed to go backwards. Well, I mean, I guess maybe it is, because it did. and it was going backwards at like incredible speeds, and like people were getting flung off of it. You can find it on our Facebook page. Posted the video. People just flying off. There was this one chick, or I think it was a girl. She like went into like the motor area. I am so surprised if right now they're just reporting injuries, but I am surprised that she walked away with her freaking life. I mean, it looked like she was just thrown into the engine, and it's just an incredible video. Not for the squeamish at heart, so tread lightly.
Joaquin Phoenix is slated for the new Joker in the Batman series.
Now this I happen to love. If coming after Heath Ledger as the Joker, that's impossible. You can't do that. If there is anybody who could, though, I would have to say it's Joaquin Phoenix. He's just got that weird thing about him that I love it. I can't wait to see it. I hope that this story is true because I cannot. I've thought about who could play a better Joker, or maybe not a better, but at least be on par with Heath Ledger. I've racked my brains. I cannot think of any other than Joaquin Phoenix. My thumbs up to that one. That's a good call.
The last male white rhino has died, leaving only 2 female white rhinos left on the earth.
This is sad. The headline said that they survived millions of years on this planet, but they couldn't survive mankind. Couldn't agree with it more. It's really sad. I do love the protection, the amount of protection. He had 3 guards on him, maybe 4. 3 or 4 guards on him 24 hours a day with guns to try and stop the poaching and everything. Just killing animals for sport is the lamest thing I've ever thought of. And this is coming from somebody, I know what you guys think, but you eat hamburgers, you eat steak. I get it. I know. Okay, fair enough. But just to, kill them, to hang their antlers on the wall, and just, it's disgusting to me. So this is incredibly unfortunate. I don't even want to know the ramifications it has just in the ecosystem, just with, predators, and they were somebody's food source, and something was their food source. So it's incredibly sad. Not happy about it.
Uber's self-driving vehicles hit and killed a homeless woman.
This does not surprise me at all. Reports are coming out that she walked across 3 lanes of traffic. And the Uber is supposed to be better than humans at detecting something, an obstruction in front of them, so it should have stopped. This just has to happen. I mean, it does. I'll never get in a self-driving car. That's insane. I don't even want a car that brakes for me. I think that we're going down a very, very, very dumb road here. I do not agree with any of it. It's unfortunate that somebody died, but I mean, like when I read it, I was like, well, yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't happened more.
WWE superstar Daniel Bryan is back in action.
This, me and my kids more so than me. I'm not a big Daniel Bryan fan, but they're totally stoked that he's back. The last 2 years, he's, doctors have told him, you can't, you've got neck problems, back problems, head problems. As much as people like to say that the sport is fake, which of course it is, but these people do actually risk a lot in the sense of an injury. And to hear that Daniel Bryan is back, of course, I'm happy about that he can do what he loves, because he obviously does love it. And I'm happy for that. But overall, no, not really excited about this. Daniel Bryan just doesn't do it for me. I don't want... My kids are stoked, though, so am I.
Toys R Us are closing for good.
This is just a sad news week, apparently. One of my favorite stores. I mean, I have so many memories. I have memories of Chuck E. Cheese, Toys R Us, and then I grew up in California, and there was this place that was just a huge, giant maze, and you had to find your way through it. I cannot think of the name of it. I was like 7 when I did it, but I still have vivid memories of that. Toys R Us, Chuck E. Cheese. So to hear that Toys R Us is closing its doors are sad, but again, my kids are excited because everything's about to be like 50% off, so they're completely stoked. My wallet is not. But yeah, sad to see Toys R Us go. I'd rather see something like Walmart go. But whatever. It's commerce. It's the world we live in now. So you got to say